It's been a year since our last interview, ladies, and now we're back again. How do you feel about this being the final part of the iconic movie, Wicked?
Oh my god! Shh, it's okay. It's okay. How dare you? Oh my god, Cynthia. We can't be apart. Look at me. Look at me. I will never leave you.
I'm sorry.
Don't you dare!
I apologize. We have snacks. Here, have a...
You bloody idiot! Wicked the movie, it had everybody talking for months. Mostly because the main characters, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, could not stop crying or touching, and apparently they're queens of the autistic community.
Well, you two are so important to the autistic community. I hope you know that. You're my ADHD and you're my autism.
That's my favorite interview. Look at Cynthia's face. She looks very excited that she's the autism part. I mean, to be fair, it is all the rage these days. All the kids want to be autistic. Well, it's been about a year since all of the tears and the touching and the love taps, and now Wicked 2 is coming out. And you guys, we are doing it all again. Nothing has changed. In fact, it might be worse. And I'm gonna prove it to you in this video. They're still crying, they're still touching. Ariana looks extremely weak, and people are saying that she's even skinnier than normal. In fact, many people from the cast have that wicked body. As in, if they just walked up to you, and if you wanted to be a butt that day, and if you took your middle finger and your thumb and just flicked them, they would fly and crumple to the ground on the yellow brick road. Just shatter. You wanna stop licking there? You making a meal out of your foot? Well, if you are ready and you're done eating your foot, let's travel down to the yellow brick road. Wear your boots. There's a lot of tears, kind of wet. But first, this episode is sponsored by you. All I ask is for you guys to hit the subscribe button and leave the comment of the day to help me with the algorithm, and that is, girls, are you okay? So the girls are still quite emotional. Any question they get asked, it just turns into this whole heartstrings pulling, almost anime style, emotion going on.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
You know what?
She's giving me advice.
I don't think we'd give them any advice. I think they've done all right.
Yeah.
The inspirational music, the doughy-eyed look, they held it together pretty well in this one, which I'm very surprised because they both looked at each other, and whenever that happens, they start crying.
I want you to look at each other.
No, don't do that. Ariana already looks like some tears are about to bust out those eyes. So I recommend these two not look deeply into each other's eyes so that we can get through interviews without some type of seventh heaven montage.
It's been a pleasure working with you. It's been a pleasure spending time with you. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. And I hope you will be there the rest of my life.
Cynthia, just get on one knee and propose already. The interviewer's face is doing pretty good. She looks uncomfortable, but she's doing pretty good because I would not look like that.
I will be. And I hope you will be too. And it's been the privilege of my life.
The longer these two look into each other's eyes, the more they just start crumbling from each other's love.
And I love you, and yeah, I hope you'll let my friendship be one of the things that you're learning how to let in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Forever I'm here.
And then Ariana starts crying even more because they were interviewed by this woman a year ago, and that also makes her very emotional. I don't know who this interviewer is, but apparently she is amazing. I mean, she's a very gorgeous woman, but it seems that whatever interview they had, it was life-changing for Cynthia Erivo and Ariana.
It was thanks to you. I was like, waiting to come out for years.
And you know what? That wicked curse, those girls somehow put a spell on her or something, and she managed to force out one tear. I feel like Cynthia knew that she was faking that little tear. I think she sees right through it that their spell didn't work, and Cynthia don't like when that happens. You gotta let Wicked run through your veins. You're not one of the sisters if you ain't crying during an interview. To Cynthia, this is a legacy. It's a huge deal for Cynthia, which rightfully so. Great part. She did great. Amazing vocalist. Just a lot of tears. And usually when people get into these girls' vicinity, they cry too. And they had past members from the Wicked musical, and they all got together for an interview, and my God, the tears started flowing instantly.
I had this crazy realization when everyone's talking. What have I been listening to you for so long?
She was just so taken aback that she was sitting with the woman who started it for her, that she could barely get it out of her throat.
Cynthia.
The voices I've listened to.
Mm-hmm.
We get to sit here and do this together. It's really wonderful.
Well, it is for us too.
That's right, everybody's crying now, or at least acting like it. Ariana is losing it. She just stuck on some sunglasses so that nobody can see her crying.
Oh, you paid.
It's true, though. It's
That's
like,
a big
please,
deal.
please. It's my turn. I'm gonna turn into a dolphin in a minute.
I don't know what happened on this set, but it just seems like it's very emotional and everyone's very connected in a lovingly type of way that makes everyone cry.
It's really special.
It is. Once in a lifetime situation.
I'm so glad that we're still alive to see.
Adina, me too. Me too.
Yes, because if anybody died on cast or even in the past cast, I don't think Cynthia or Ariana would be able to speak ever again. They would be drowning in their tears. Can you imagine when this whole thing is over and these two go their separate ways and they can't be connected anymore? Always touching each other's faces, always hugging. It's gonna be a very sad day for them. But we did get some clarification as to why they touch so much.
It's really sweet how you touch each other. You like to touch like in a non-sexual way.
God.
And it is
Whenever I look at them touching each other, it gets pretty sexual, at least in my head, and like everybody else's. Except for a couple people I see sometimes say, it's what girls do, and I just wanna slap that person, because that is not what me and my girlfriends do. It's like those men who think that all girls do when we have sleepovers. We're in our little tiny shorts, our boobs are pushed up, and we're all sitting on the same bed, and then we start pillow fighting just for fun, and then after we both lightly tap each other and laugh, we sit on the bed, and then our laughs start fading out, and we look deeply into each other's eyes, start making out, and then we cry all night.
you like to hold each other's hands.
There was a cut there, and I have an inkling that this woman, who's a comedian, probably said boobs. They like to hold each other's boobs, and she thought it was funny, and Ariana did not, and they had to cut it out. Anyway, Ariana gives us the explanation as to why she's so touchy with pretty much everyone, but especially Cynthia.
I channel a lot of energy through my hands.
She just gotta touch ya. She just gotta feel that energy with her hands. Do you imagine if someone like Big Ed was getting interviewed, and they were like, why do you touch people so much? He's like,
Well, you see, I carry so much energy through my hands, so I just have to touch you.
I'm not saying that it's weird, but I also am saying it's weird for people who don't want to feel the energy through your hands.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I'm always holding a hand. I'm always like squeezing a something.
Stop, you dirty, nasty people out there talking about squeezing a something. She means a hand.
Like whatever. I didn't even notice that it was a thing about me until that thing happened.
What happened? Like a kiss? Because everybody on TikTok has been waiting for a kiss.
And then
You're talking about when you grabbed Cynthia's little finger. It was so cute.
Yeah, because I didn't know what the was going on.
Oh, it was just a finger touch. Anyway, these girls aren't the only ones crying. Ethan Slater is now also crying. If you don't remember, Ethan Slater is the man that used to be SpongeBob. No, not the voice of the awesome Sponge from My Time, voiced by Tom Kenny. He was SpongeBob in the musical.
Kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying.
And then he got the role of Bach in the Wicked musical, and that's when he met Ariana Grande.
Here. Keep it.
And I don't know what happened, if she touched him and she felt her soul or something, and she felt his soul, and they all intertwined, but they became a couple while Ethan was still married and his wife was pregnant. Ethan Slater's tears are also flowing and just being an emotional boy in interviews.
And thank you for coming.
This was an emotional interview that Ethan Slater did, where the interviewer asked him, what kind of guy are you? Are you like socially awkward, just like your character, Bach?
I've got many. I cry a lot.
And he was like, oh yeah, I'm horrible talking to women. And we get a little bit of an insight of how he probably was with Ariana when they first met.
For sure. I think I definitely am a person who like suddenly can't speak.
Me too.
I'll just be like, oh my God, good morning. And thank you for coming.
Oh, that was part of this interview. Who clips the first one, the one for his voice with the little quiver? Because Ethan, sweetheart, many people saw that little clip and was speculating that they just know that you cry after sex. And you know what? Being in this movie around Ariana and Cynthia, knowing that many people cry just in their presence, I don't even know what sex with Ariana would be like. I mean, the tears gotta be flowing after. I won't blame you, sir. But now I'm wondering how the interactions between these two go. Wow, Ariana. That was amazing. I feel so... What? I can't... I can't... You can't move, huh? Yeah, I can't move my legs. My arms. I can't... What's happening? Oh, Bach. It's Ethan. Whatever, SpongeBob. We had an agreement. You get to touch me, and I take your energies. What do you mean by energies? It's how we feed, you idiot. Sweetie, I left the rest for you. Wonderful. It's been days since my last meal. Anyway, Anyway, a year ago, Ethan Slater was public enemy #1, especially after his wife came out writings about how she was blindsided, about the Ariana Grande situation, about how her husband's cheating is now this huge public thing. It was very mainstream. Everybody was talking about it. Plus, she pushed out a whole human from her vagina. And some people might know, but that's a pretty big deal. It hurts a lot. So it was a lot for her, and many people were very angry, especially women. Well, now many women are saying, you know what, Ariana? I get it. Bach, SpongeBob, he's pretty hot. They have these weird slow-mos of Bach just standing there smiling at Ariana. Girlies on TikTok are watching Wicked and they're like, ooh, I see it. I see why Ariana Grande said that. Little red-headed married man over there. Yeah, I want him. This just proves that people will find anybody attractive and fine as long as they are on TV and have Ariana Grande on their side. This man cheated on his wife while she was pregnant, which would normally get anybody just raked on TikTok forever. They would never come back from this. But because Blue Shirt over here is on TV and he's treating Glinda nicely as in acting, women on TikTok are like, I see it. All he did in this clip was the mom made me do theater shuffle. This was the first video that came up to me and the caption was, when did you get hot? Ugh. And all Ethan's doing is walking and dancing down a hallway in the most basic fashion. He's making this weird, awkward face. The face that he probably made when his wife asked, are you fucking Ariana? Ariana Grande? As I was pregnant? This whole video was, oh my God, he's so hot now, trying to prove to everyone that he's so sexy. And he's doing the most basic stuff. He's just getting interviewed. How is this hot? Just cause he's popular now? Yeah, you know what? I love a man that'll cheat on his wife with a celebrity. Very stable. Girls, what are we doing on TikTok? I thought that we were done with like mediocre men. I'm starting to think that that's just all fun and games and for likes and everything. Don't tell me that Pearl's right.
Women love being cheated on.
Don't make that big old smile pick me pearly right, please. Anyway, someone shared another clip of proving Ethan Slater is hot because his shirt's off. Ethan Slater ain't SpongeBob or Bach no more. And it is the most anime style acting that I have ever seen, except it's live action and that usually never translates well into the real life.
What's your power?
My what?
Power. What power do you have?
It's nothing really that cool.
You're definitely in the bottom 10% of rankings with that moronic power.
This is how the men who like to comment, you're a 3 at best, or she's not even really breedable, under random chicks' pictures that they actually do want to have sex with, think a confrontation would go. He literally has some type of power that makes this guy start choking himself. He doesn't even have to raise a hand.
Probably. There we go. Let's put a stop to this right now.
God,
what a beautiful day.
How is this hot? That was weird. It gave the same vibe of the kids who really liked anime but took it to a different level in middle school and they would Naruto run around the basketball court while there was a basketball game going on. There was nothing hot about this. I'm very open-minded, okay? I would say it. No, 0 out of 100. He's wearing a cloak or a bathrobe. Either way, he's in the wilderness wearing whatever that is. And maybe whitey tighties? I'm not sure. I see the little band there. But whoever posted this is fighting for their life in the comment section against anybody that says that he's not hot. I'm sorry, where? In front of you. Is your blood sugar low? No. Is yours? He hasn't. Yes, he has. Hope this helps. Anyway, Ethan has been doing a lot of interviews. People seem to really like him, but he was very quiet coming out of the courthouse for his divorce.
Hi, Ethan. How's your relationship going with Ariana? How's everything going? Do you plan on being in your son's life? And how will you tackle co-parenting? How is it going? Is it tough for you? Thanks.
Not the thanks at the end. That reporter knew what she was doing, and I absolutely loved it. Radio silent there. But you know who was the original girly pop who knew Ethan Slater was the guy? She always saw it. She always knew. Ariana, you picked the one, the hot one. Our girl, Trisha.
I try not to judge him, though, because we all judge Ethan Slater, and now he's America's sweetheart. Have you seen clips of him from the Cine Wicked premiere?
Yes, I actually have, and all the Ariana stands like, okay, I see the vision now, which is...
I always have.
It's true. You have always stood on that, so I appreciate it. I think he comes across very sweet. Physicality?
Yeah!
He's not my tea, but
Oh my.
I get why for people he would be tea.
He's not his tea, but he is Trisha Paytas' tea. Also, I am so far behind on the verbiage. I thought tea was like gossip. I didn't know it was to describe somebody's body. All right, so I learned something new today from Trisha. Well, Trisha's co-host. But Trisha is actually doing very amazing. She has redeemed herself from being that girl known for crying on the kitchen floor, identifying as a chicken nugget, and everything else that you can think of to identify as.
I woke up this morning feeling like a chicken nugget.
And she is starring in Broadway. She has been being the cover of like Maybelline or something, some makeup brand. And she is also interviewing the cast of Wicked on the red carpet, and she interviewed Ethan Slater. She did great. I was cracking up at Ethan because she asked,
Is there a person in your real life who has changed you for good that you would like to shout out?
Oh my God, plenty.
take note. He had to think about it for a little bit.
There are plenty of people.
Well, go ahead, Box SpongeBob. List them out.
But I will, you know what I'm going to shout out is we lost my bubby very recently, my grandmother, and she was an incredibly wonderful woman.
So it kind of just like tickled my ass that he had to think about it for a bit. He couldn't thank his ex-wife, you know, the woman who birthed his child. He couldn't thank his child, which is usually life-changing. He couldn't thank Ariana Grande because I think they broke up. I'm not too sure. I'm not deep into these celebrities' relationships, but it said that they broke up and she has moved on to that man from American Horror Story. He couldn't do any of those because it'd be way too controversial and will spark something. So instead of doing that, he decided to thank his dead grandma so that we could all have sympathy for him.
She would have loved this. And so she's definitely changed me and our whole family for good.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful.
I never comment on anything, but I was just so tickled, okay? My ass was tickled. How much does that happen just going through Instagram? My booty cheeks felt joy and I just had to share my thoughts. And I pretty much said, I like how he had to think about it and not thank his wife for having his child or the child or Ariana. He had to choose his dead grandma. And people got very angry at me in the comment section. Ruby Bliss says, at Michelle McDaniel, you sound so boring. Miss Ruby is correct. I'm a very boring person, but how do you get that from my comments? It wasn't even a joke. It was an observation. How do you know I'm boring from that? If anything, my comment says I'm observant, maybe too observant. But boring? You don't know my everyday life. It is boring. A lot of editing. Group, I think they mean grow. The fuck up. Find a hobby. I have too many hobbies. Social media is my hobby and also my job. I was put here to track the social media streets and bring you stories. And the next part of the story is the very, very malnourished looking bodies that have been running rampant through the Wicked cast. Even before Wicked came out, Ariana Grande's body has been a topic of discussion for a while. We saw her in Zoe 101, Sam and Cat. She had like an average slim body. She wasn't obese, she wasn't, you know, too skinny. She's always been a naturally petite woman, but recently many people are saying, whoa, it's getting a little intense. And people are saying skinny's back and we are in trouble of the thin.
Enough is enough between the Wicked cast and the Mormon Wives cast and all of the Bravo casts that were at BravoCon this weekend. Everyone is so fucking skinny, like single digit body fat percentage, like literally skin and bones.
I haven't seen any of the other shows that she's talking about because, not judging, but ew. I like watching cartoons. Unless I'm making a video on it, I'm not gonna watch these like mainstream type shows. But there is a growing number of people saying that skinny is back. Everybody's getting skinny. That data is untrue. If you look at any stat, the obesity epidemic is still an epidemic. We are in trouble here. Everybody's not getting skinny. It's just Hollywood doing what Hollywood does. Hollywood has always been skinny. We had a brief moment of body positivity, but honey, Hollywood has always been fat phobic. So I'm not too sure what people are talking about. Everybody's getting skinny. Celebrities have always lost weight. But I do have to agree with the Wicked cast. They look a lot thinner than normal. Ariana looks extremely frail, more frail than last year. Cynthia thankfully has muscle, but she looks extremely lean in a way that's not the healthiest to keep up. Like when you're doing bodybuilding and you need to get lean, you can only stay that way for like a certain amount of time. And it feels like Cynthia's been this lean for about a year now. But my jaw absolutely dropped when I saw their co-star, Michelle Yao. She looks so insanely thin. It's beyond scary for me. And if if you are someone who's a regular subscriber and a regular watcher, you know that I am pro. Some people have a slimmer build, some people have a little bit of a thicker build, and some people are naturally more muscular. But there's definitely a point when you get to a certain extreme, bigger or smaller, where the person seeing it will be like, whoa. And that one made me go, whoa. I mean, the collarbones are deep. The muscle atrophy is at its peak. I mean, she is almost to the phrase, nothing but skin and bones. I mean, when she holds up her arms, you can see the lines in between her chest. Those aren't striations that you see like on a muscular person, like you can see kind of ripples right here. Those are bones. That's a little scary. Cynthia Erivo though, yes, she's very, very lean, but I had no idea that she was so into fitness. So you know how Ariana is now this dainty princess who talks ever so lightly with her big ol' eyes and she just cries at any moment? Well, people are calling Cynthia, even though she cries, the protector. She protects Ariana Grande from everything. And there was a scary situation that we're gonna talk about for Ariana, but Cynthia has been training to make sure she's got those arms to protect her princess. She's making sure she has speed. She does pull-ups. She's in the gym doing ab roll outs, coming all the way up and going into a shoulder press and back down again. Listen, this girl's on a whole nother level. She can balance on 2 kettlebells while doing a core exercise, flip over into a forward roll, and then lift her legs up and spread them. I'm not done yet. This girl's wild. She's doing upside down crunches. I mean, look at this back. And obviously she is smaller now, as you can see on the red carpet, but what she really did was just reduce the fat so that her muscle can show even tighter. You get rid of the fat over the muscle and the muscle will start to look bigger. People always will say, Michelle, are you lifting more? And I just reduced my calories and then the muscle shows more, but people think it got bigger. That's probably her true muscle size without the layer of fat covering it because she lowered her calories. You know, the whole calories in, calories out thing. And many people are asking, what the hell is Cynthia training for? Honey, to protect her princess or queen. What is, Ariana's the queen in Wicked, right? I haven't seen the movie yet. Let me set the scene. It's some kind of Wicked red carpet event, except it's yellow carpet because, you know, the yellow brick road. A crazed fan hits where the celebrities are and sprints down to Ariana. Frightening. But you know who was there? The protector. This deranged man grabs Ariana around her shoulders. Look at her face. She is distraught. She is scared. I would be frightened. I don't want any random man just grabbing me. I don't want any woman grabbing me. Don't grab me. Face is justified. But do you see what else is in that picture? A blurry arm. That's right. The protector is there. And she's been training for this. Ariana's protector stiff arms this man. I'm pretty sure she chokes him a little bit. Throws him off of Ariana. Shouts a few words of disapproval. And then comforts and of course caresses Ariana because Ariana probably needs to feel the energy of someone that she loves and that will protect her. Hey, all of that training worked out because she was fast enough, she was strong enough, and then at the end, she was caring enough. And in the end, Ariana was protected. This is the same guy that attacked or got on stage with Katy Perry. Grabbed her around the shoulder. She had the most awkward face and then he twisted around to release his grip and he just started doing that floss thing that all the kids do. He's a freak. How does he keep getting into concerts? Anyway, I think that Cynthia put a stop to that. Hopefully that death grip she had on him scared him enough to stop jumping on stage and touching people that don't want to be touched by him. Anyway, Wicked 2 comes out tomorrow for me while I'm filming this video. So that's right, kids. We only have probably a few more weeks of the interviews and the crying and the touching and the protecting, and then it's gonna fizzle out again until Wicked 3. I'm just kidding. I think this is the conclusion of it all. But I think that Ariana and Cynthia's relationship is so tight. I mean, they held pinkies. Come on, that's special. They are going to continue to do whatever all of this is until forever. So I'm not against it. I personally want them to get married and run off down the yellow brick road together. You guys, thank you so much for coming to this video. If you want another long one, check out the laziest mom on TikTok, who is now a plus size curvy model. That's right, Donut Mom. She's back and she took her donuts to the runway. She also took her flip-flops. I will link that below and I will see all of you guys next time. Oh wait, I'm supposed to give you guys a kiss. Come here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.
Oh! You're so good. You're so good, little man. Are you a little...
Got it. You didn't fall. Oh, I didn't catch it this time. Yep, everything fell.
Cause we're just friends. Right, that's the story we tell. Even though every touch rings soft like a spell, we keep pretending our heartbeat's not in sync. Oh, we're just friends. At least that's what we think. Cause friends.